Hey internet. So I wanted to do a Halloween video. Initially my plan was to make a video about things that adults are scared of versus like the make-believe stuff that kids are afraid of. But as I started to think about it, it just got really sad and depressing and sounded more of like an existential crisis. So let's go a different way. I mean, ooh, scary. I guess I'm probably not that great at being scary, and it's most likely because I don't really like being scared. So this video is going to be a series of silly stories about me being scared when I was little. So as everyone knows, I really like to read books. And when I was younger, we had this gigantic bookcase in my room with all of these different kinds of books. Like, they were books for me, but there were also books that belonged to my mom or dad or my brothers or whatever. I'm not really sure why it was in my room, but we had it. And on that bookshelf were a couple of books that caused me some issues. There is this book or series of books called, I think it's called Stories to Tell in the Dark. Point being, we had this book of scary stories, and for some reason they got read to me one day. There was one story about a girl who wore a black ribbon around her neck, and in the end of the story they pull the ribbon off, spoiler alert, and her head falls off. The ribbon was keeping her head on her body. This terrified me. I was so scared of this book, and it had like this creepy drawing on the front that I actually put the book like backwards in the bookshelf so I wouldn't see it. I wouldn't see it anyway because it would have been the spine, but anyway. I couldn't even look at this book, it scared me so bad. An ongoing scary story in my family is the Red-Eyed Man. For the longest time I had no idea what the origin of this story was. All that I knew is that my brothers kept talking about how our farm was haunted by this red-eyed man. And if you looked out of the windows at night, sometimes you could see two red eyes walking around the farm. And so whenever we played outside at night, or we were with our cousins, we would always hear the story about the red-eyed man and be terrified. Like, it got to the point we did not want to go outside at night. The Red-Eyed Man was a story that stayed with my family for years and years. But finally, I get into high school, and I'm in biology class, and for some reason in biology class, my teacher decided that we should watch Stephen King's The Stand TV series that they made. So I'm gonna stop me right there and clear up that I do not like being scared. I do not like to watch scary movies. It's just not a good time. But I was in biology class. I couldn't do anything. I had to watch The Stand. Lo and freaking behold, there is an evil red-eyed man in this movie. Of course there is. Well, mystery solved. That's where the red-eyed man came from. Evidently, my brothers had watched this movie a long time ago, or at least the TV series, or read the book, I don't know. Somehow they got introduced to The Stand, and they heard about this character, and decided to make it folklore for the farm, and just terrified us all. Also in high school, my friends and I decided that we were going to watch a scary movie. Like I've told you multiple times, don't like being scared. Why, Abby? Why would you want to watch a scary movie? Why would you agree to watch a scary movie when you know what happens? When I was even younger, I had to watch this movie. I was kind of like forced to watch it, and it traumatized me. Why would I want to watch another one? We all got together at my friend's house and we all decided to watch The Grudge. I'm like, I'm in high school now. This is totally fine. I can take all of the scariness. I spent the entire movie watching it like this and like this and like this and with a pillow in front of my face, and it was so bad. Funniest part about it was that pretty much everyone we were with didn't like to watch scary movies, and at a certain point in the evening, two of my friends had to walk home. We were in town at this point, and so they were walking to their house, and we decided that they were so jumpy and scared about it that what we were gonna do was follow them to their house and try to jump out and scare them. Long story short, they were so scared they ran so fast home that we couldn't catch up with them, and we never got to scare them. By the time we got to my friend's house, they were already inside, and the other friend had actually like gone and been picked up by his mom. So then following that event, every time I could, when I saw one of my friends, I would make that grudge noise, the ah, whenever I saw him, and it was so funny. And I'm just gonna end by saying, if you didn't believe me by now that I don't like to be scared and that I get scared easily, I got scared by Scary Movie 3, where they talk about the ring and didn't want any sort of electronics near me in the dark at any point for like months after that. Just that completely scared me so bad. So basically what we've learned today is that I'm a baby and have always been a baby. So please, 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 please don't try to scare me. Don't ask me to watch a scary movie. But I am happy to dress up and be silly for Halloween, and watch The Walking Dead, because evidently that's something that I can do. That being said, love Halloween. One of my favorite holidays, love to dress up, love to go out and have a good time. So I hope you guys have a great Halloween, and I will see you guys for my October monthly obsessions. See y'all later.